All right, brothers, sisters, welcome to La Basic Conversation with Big White and that boy D. Jeezel. We got two special members here today with y'all. We got the illustrious Bro Eric and our Grand Master, Kev Taylor.
Big grand, 100 grand, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah, Mr. Get Out the Baby Seat himself.
These two brothers here are two or three of the original members that started this lodge that are here with us today, and we happy to have them. We're going to go ahead and grill them up with a couple of questions. Right on. See what they got to say.
Right on. I want to start off on the last, what we were saying as far as with the Worshipful Masters, Grant. What do you see?
On the other episode.
Yeah, what do you think that we can do to help move these guys forward to?
So we give me some more substitute. We normally start our guests off with softball questions.
Let's get to it.
So what
give me the substance, because that was kind of vague.
So what we asked Bro Eric was, what do you, with us having this drastic change last year with more members coming in, sisters and brothers, what can we do to help guide the worship masters to be more fundamental with their tasks as far as their members in their new house?
Okay. Help-wise, first understanding, we understand who we are and what we are.
Right.
Obadiah, you know how we always started off. What is Obadiah?
Right.
Just start there. And the guys need to give you that aspect first. And then the worship masters following the lesson plan of who and what Obadiah is.
Right.
There's a lot of history in the room. Find out who started it, why it got started, the history. When you learn history, then you know how to go forward. Then that keeps you from trying to create your own narrative. I want to do this, I want to do, now the lesson plan is a lesson plan. Then that keeps harmony.
Right.
You got the history, you got harmony, then we can move forward.
Right.
So that's how you can help the worship masters first. I'm not even going to get into anything else, but that's the foundation of the ground.
Right. With that being said, before we get too far, tell us, how did you get involved in masonry, and when did you start your path in the craft?
That's a good question. That's one of the, I thought we get that softball question. Okay.
That's when we supposed to give you.
Man, first, watching the whole history, watching uncles, watching cousins, watching grandfathers, watching a lot of men in my life, that was, when I looked at them, I'm like, man, these guys are, why men come to them?
Right.
And why do they like, no, hey, put your stuff on, got to cut it short. You got, why are we doing this? Why are you doing this? I didn't know. And so when I started coming into it, I want to be a mason. No, you're not ready. I'm young. Mind you, I'm young. Coming out of good college, capital, military. I can do it. No, you're not ready. And
so they say you still playing with that cane, twirling that cane?
no, not even that.
Hey, whoa. Come on, walking cane.
Yeah, that's right.
I'm gonna guarantee you this way. The real answer, my uncle said, like, you whoop your ass enough.
Right.
So you gotta understand brotherhood. You got a brother, like, just like me and my brother can fight, but you're not gonna fight. And so do you understand that aspect of it? Help when you don't feel like it. So as it went, then another good brother of mine, he's like, okay, ready. I got the mission and everybody, and I went through it.
Give us some names.
And I can't give you too many names.
Oh, okay.
But I'm gonna get to the point everybody want to hear.
Right.
Walked into a room, my first capital, and this is what I want people to understand. A good friend of mine, still to this day, whether you active or inactive, my brother Japhet.
Bro, you just mentioned.
Brother Japhet and Valdez. And with that, with two men in the room, not gonna get into details, I know it's go public, but with two men in the room and got to memorize something inside of 15 minutes
right.
and not knowing what you're doing, You kind of create a bond.
Yeah.
Are we gonna die? I don't know.
Yeah.
How many kids you got?
What we had to do.
You don't know.
Yeah.
Because now you can say you're faithful until your faith has been tested.
That's it.
So from there, as we went on, then this brother came along, and we were first with Most Worshipful Antioch, under great leadership. David Washington, Keith Washington, was there. A lot of man,
Good brothers.
boys. Yeah, oh man. We started off with our Blue Lodge, called Sons of Thunder.
Right.
Look that up. It's in the Bible.
Right.
Look it up. It's a reason that we
Right.
act what we act. So that goes back to the question you asked originally. How can you help these worship masters? Well, that what I just said, coming from Sons of Thunder, will let you know.
Right.
Who are Sons of Thunder? A lot of people don't know. How do they act? Why are they like that? And that gives you the spark that myself, Brother Eric, Keith Washington, Derek, all of us, we share that same bond, and then it trickled out. But from there, speeded up, went on, and a couple of good brothers had passed. And the thing with that is, when brothers pass, and that's my whole thing of training a replacement.
Right.
From there, it's who's the next man up. Whether I'm not ready. You wasn't ready to be a father.
That's true.
You had to go do it. It's a lot of things you're not ready for, but you are ready if you put your mind to it. And we went forward, and Obadiah still rolling. Still going forward.
So when y'all broke out from them, with you, Bro Eric, and Past Brand, give them a little background on how Past Grandmaster became the Grandmaster of Life. What did y'all do to choose who's going to be the original?
I started out there. It got birthed out of an incident that happened behind some money issues.
Let's talk about it.
And from there, this trust was placed. And when that was placed, it was essential among the ranks.
Right.
And so instead of everybody just kind of falling by the wayside, Keith Washington was like, let's just push forward. And from there, we had a meeting, and myself, Kevin Watkins, Keith Washington, then it was myself and Keith. And we stepped in, and it was, first question was asked, what's the name? Who's gonna be the Grandmaster? So I started with the first.
Right.
The name got birthed from Obadiah number 9. That was his Blue Lodge. So that we just transferred that up. The second part was, who's gonna be the Grandmaster? I already didn't want to do it. And I was like, listen, that's not even and so it was a coincidence. And by Keith, being who he is, he's like, man, I mean, you can. It wasn't, nobody was eager. Only thing we had was, we know we want to build a better way, a Mason. So a coin was flipped or whatever. Anyway, Keith was the right choice anyway.
Right.
If we being real true.
Yeah.
So from there, he had more vigor, more fire, this and the other.
Was out the roof.
Yeah, and so, and he taught as well as he understood how he needed to learn too. We all taught each other.
Right.
So that's how that came along, and then as we moved forward, we were growing and learning at the same time, but we were doing it with a phrase of move as a team, never move alone.
Right.
And so we did that, it just took off. And I told you this, I'll say it again, because some brothers have issues with some things. We didn't call our Grandmaster at the time, Grandmaster Washington, whatever, we called him Keith, Brother Eric, KT. That's how we were, because it went beyond
The type.
So now it's like, okay, we moving.
Right.
We moving.
Right.
Not me, not you the quarterback.
Right.
We gonna block.
Play
We gonna tackle.
Right.
But you gotta do the interview.
Right. Right.
Go ahead. You got it.
Thanks.
And you can tell that sometimes, you're like, man, but that's not, you got it. Our feelings wasn't hurt. We didn't have feelings. You know, the whole rule there, it was principles over feelings.
Right.
And that was the principality of it. Hey, you do that, you got your back.
Principle over feeling.
Principle, always.
Right. That's a core statement amongst
Oh yeah, that's how it works. Because the job got to get done. No matter who does it, nobody's trying to take credit from it.
Right.
And that's how that initial part went on. I'm gonna let Brother Eric kind of fill in some blanks.
So, just to be clear, we didn't break off.
Right.
That situation dissolved, right?
Okay.
And so you were sitting over there, it was either you're gonna sink or you're gonna swim.
Okay.
So Keith technically could have went and moved on his own,
Yeah.
right?
Okay.
Because we was meeting, the beautiful thing about us is we wasn't gonna stop. We was meeting in any place that would allow more than a dozen people to congregate in. We was at what was it? Bennigan's. It didn't matter. We, you know, hey, let me tell you how crazy that was, and how it mirrored the situation we was in.
Yeah.
We was showing up at a Bennigan's every Friday that we was gonna meet until we went there one day and the Bennigan's was closed.
Oh, yeah.
So not only did we get displaced, but the people who was working there didn't realize they didn't have a job either. So
Well, let's go.
we all in the same boat.
Let's go, man.
So we just moved over to a Shoney's. One of the ladies that was working at the Bennigan's was at the Shoney's.
Right.
Oh, y'all in here? Hey, look, wherever we can link up and get together, we was meeting at each other's houses. It didn't matter.
Oh,
The
man.
motion was there. So,
Man.
you know, Keith recognized that, and he was like, look, brothers, this is what I planned. And so we was all this. And the thing about it is, and as y'all know, his energy was so infectious.
Man.
It was like you had to go over there and meet us.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
you had to. Sometimes we had to dial that shit back a little bit.
Yeah.
But at the same time, because we steal each other's barometers, right?
Right.
You know,
Yeah.
that temperature get, hey, brother, you know, I'm not supposed to sit over here and just let you go off the rails.
Right.
You know,
Right.
we all passionate about what we doing.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
if it wasn't for that, it would be 20 years later we still doing this.
Man.
You know, we wouldn't celebrate each other as hard as we do. You know, we wouldn't piss each other off by, you know, probably interjecting our opinions and at times that we probably wouldn't if we was just people off the street.
Yeah.
But when I tell you I love each and every one of y'all, if I have to say something
Like
on
what?
something that I see
Like what?
that I'm worried about,
Right.
I'm gonna piss you off. It's
Right.
gonna be okay.
You'll talk to me later.
You know what I'm talking about? You can what they call it, block my number. I'm showing
Right.
up at your crib.
Right.
Hey, dog, we gonna continue.
Hey, that's
Hey,
true.
you know, it is what it is. And again, it's not on purpose,
Yeah.
but that's how much being brothers with y'all mean to me. You know what I'm
Caring
saying?
about that
yeah.
man.
And like I tell anybody, if you bring disrespect and disparage to Obadiah's front door,
Right.
I'm gonna be there.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Until God tell me I ain't got that in me no more.
Right.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna be there, and whatever happen when I show up is what's gonna happen when I show up.
Right.
You know, because brave or frightened, if it's going down, it's going down. So you ain't gonna see me worried.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It is what it's gonna be.
Right.
The whole purpose is though understanding that if I'm like that about the lodge, that means it's an umbrella and everybody under that umbrella, I'm like that. about
Right.
it.
Right.
You know, until you show me you don't belong here.
Right.
And sometimes, you know, them rules gotta be made too. Again, they have more people show up trying to get in the door than that's actually here. So it's okay.
Yeah.
I still speak to you when I see you in the street. Most of them dodge me when, you know, it's been a couple of brothers that came through here. I know they see me. I know they see me.
Hey, let's say
He used to be one though. I'm like, what's up, man? You know what I'm saying? Hey, I don't care where you at, I'm rolling up on you, brother.
man that pulled up on Saturday on the motorcycle, man, the light was
Yeah. Knocking on the window.
He see
What's
me
up?
again,
Yeah. He's sitting over here like, no, dog. Y'all see the videos when somebody do something crazy in the car? They see people hanging in their window. That be me. But
for real.
But at the end of the day, he realized that, hey, you know what? No matter what you're going through, if you belong here, you're gonna be here, and the door gonna be open for you.
Right.
And for the people who try to force their presence in here that don't belong here, no matter what you do, if you ain't supposed to be here, you will not be here.
There ain't nobody else.
You know, and then no hard feelings. You heard me. Go ahead and go do what you do.
Right.
You know, we'll see you around about town.
And then a lot of people don't. They don't. The ones that come over here, I think they don't realize the essence and the growth that we had with each other, or what we've been through with each other. The loss of true and lawful brothers that we love, and the pain that some of us have endured. You know, with family situations with our kids, personal growth with relationships, losing the game, and it can't be broken. It's like I see it like it's
I'm
about
gonna tell you that.
spiritual growth within it.
Well, it is. But going back to what you said originally, to lead, you have to be a great father.
Right.
That's one, right?
Right.
So, and there's some people say to me, I've heard it, nobody really knew because we never said what our membership was, where everybody was at. I just got a call the other day from a man out in Fort Lauderdale.
Right.
Both of them. They was like, what you doing? We had such a likable presence
Right.
that when we moved as Masons, or more like what Eric said the other day, we kind of went past that now. We're more or less locked in as brothers now.
You know what I mean?
I wish more our people in the leadership, if anything, just coming in, understand, all right, we all, this is a truck, big truck, but all four of us are sitting in the front seat.
Right.
So we all can see the stop sign, here come the wreck, it's about to rain, we all see it. So now you never really driving by yourself, ever.
Right.
Then the respect side of it is, well, you a good driver. Don't drive.
Hey, that's for real.
Hey, I don't know about him. Not him per se, but you know.
Talk to brother Gatlin. That's a whole other story.
Say, man,
That's a whole other story.
When you keep going, man, we went to Austin. This man, the slowest he went was 115
Wait, hold on.
miles.
Stop. Wait, hold on.
I'm in the front seat like, bro.
Stop. I ain't gonna let y'all. Me and him. He drive, I DJ. We had some of the best friends. I navigate, I get the whole ride.
Say, man.
Keeping the back rolling, we good.
Look, I'm gonna need us to get back focused. It's some snitching going on. I'm gonna need us to get
Hey,
back focused.
what, we on 16, man, this man.
And he gonna say the freeway.
Yeah, man, this man hit the loop, man. I look at the Nissan tilted.
You might as well give him the license plate.
Man, I say, hey, bro. Say, man,
I don't know what you're talking about.
I say, slow down, man.
I don't know what you're talking
That
about.
man say, hey, man, I got so much PSI and this on the suspension and all that. You in good hands. I said, well, let me sit back and shut up then. Say,
magnetic ride control. Hold up, but getting back to what we was talking about initially. I had made a suggestion about training the trainers. You know, giving the WMs and you know, giving them some good and wholesome instructions to be able to better govern their craft, right? Their lodges. And so I think the more and more we get to that, and then they filter that down to the craft, the better the craft will perform.
Okay,
You know what I'm saying?
and this for both of y'all. With that being said, how could they go about with them learning to not put their personal feelings?
That's
going
going to be challenges. That's going to be challenges to them as men.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know, because
It's null and void to me.
right. You know, I mean, because to be honest, this is not here for emotional reinforcement.
True.
Right? But your growth as a man should eliminate a lot of that illogical behavior. Right? You know, if something happens that disturbs me emotionally, I still have to function as a man.
Yeah.
So I
Like
can't.
Red say principle.
I can't get caught up on, you know, how something made me feel when I still got to move
Right,
forward
right,
for the
yeah.
betterment of me and who's ever underneath
Yeah,
my leadership.
right.
So
As long as you govern that easy anyway.
you know, it's unfortunate if that causes you to stop in your tracks or you can't function past that. But that's not the operations of a man.
Mm-hmm.
I'll give it to
Man,
you.
that's too
I'll give it to you like this. You don't think I want to sit down? You don't think I want to just sit in front of watch the TV,
Yeah.
pick up, kids got to run here, this and that. I got a million things, and then I got to hear your problems, and then I got my problems, and then we got this and that and the other. So yeah, I can just be like, man, this is much, but my principles say
Yeah.
I have to do X, Y, and Z.
Yeah,
my obligation
yeah.
says
Yeah.
I got to do that. And so that's life.
Yeah.
And we were sitting over there talking about a lodge, and you got a bunch of Judases in your lodge, right?
Mm.
In his position,
Mm.
in his position, if life starts to weigh heavy on him, he got to be real calculated about who he goes and counsels with. You know, because sometimes I don't need advice. I just need I need to unload this.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
I need to
saying?
hear.
A sounding board.
Yeah.
I just need to unload this. And if the person that I'm talking to ain't where I think they should be, especially if I'm trusting you enough to come and talk to you about it,
Right.
then I'll just increase my enemies, you know,
Twofold.
however many, you know.
Yeah.
So in that particular position, a lot of people, you know, they might want his position until they get it. You know what I mean? And be like, well, damn. Just think about how many people came up with their cable toes, people who took on the craft after them, behind them, that ain't here. You know, and you would have thought that them was the people that I could confide in.
Mm-hmm.
You know, y'all not even here anymore. You know, but I was supposed to be able to run and just come and talk to y'all.
Right.
You know, about life-altering situations.
Right.
I'm like, no. You know, and so now it's like, having seen that for the last few decades, now I'm even more suspicious of the folks, you know, that show up over here.
Right.
And technically I shouldn't be.
Yeah.
Technically, but
It's the real world, so
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
And having said that, that's why I thank each one of you brothers right here, because y'all are heavy in my life.
Yes, sir.
And even if I don't talk to any one of y'all for a number of days, number of weeks, or months,
Right.
I know that as soon as I pick up the phone, we right back
We'll
locked in.
wrap, yeah.
It's like,
Yeah.
we in this beat.
Yeah,
Oh,
and
yeah.
that's what I'm saying. Like a lot of them don't realize how locked in we actually be. We talking about almost at least 80 years of experience in masonry sitting here at this table alone. You know?
And just life though.
Right, right.
I don't care. I think people get it confused. I don't care about the apron,
Right.
the collars,
Right.
the yada yada yada.
Titles, none of that.
I'm like, I can't watch you suffer.
Mhm.
But and then I'm gonna be like, hey brother, this and that, yeah, but you was suffering,
Yeah.
and I'm not. Come on,
Yeah.
nah, you gotta extend that hand. What's going on?
So,
How you doing?
so with all of that, how do you two great brothers see, or some of y'all can give the younger brothers that's coming in, or the newer made masons that don't have as much experience, how can they balance relationships, jobs, family, and the craft all together?
Studying the craft, it's already in there.
Right.
Apply your tool.
Mhm.
Cut down on the super excitement and think you're just gonna shoot up that ladder
Right.
so fast.
You don't want to go up that level too fast.
I know, trust me, I know. It gets heavier,
Yeah.
it gets slipperier on that ladder, all of that. But it's okay, but I'd rather I go up the ladder at an even pace, knowing I got somebody behind me to make sure they got that line tied to me, just in case I fall.
Right.
I got you, come on.
Yeah.
Get back up there, get back
Yeah.
up there. And everything is simple. I think people make it complicated, and it's not.
Yeah.
Until you get that front seat ride and be like, oh, Prime example. I'm gonna hit him with this. I'm gonna throw him out there since he tried to quit. The more degrees you got, I'm saying it, this account, the more degrees you got, the more meetings you have to go to. And see, they don't care if you're hungry, didn't eat breakfast, gotta pee, none of that. See, young boy only got one meeting.
Right.
Everybody else got 12.
Yeah.
Hey, briefcase is heavy.
Yeah.
Why he carrying his briefcase? Well, you carry his briefcase.
Yeah.
So he got a whole luggage rack going on over there.
Even when we was in Chicago, remember we went there, it was 8 in the morning, we didn't get out of the, what, 2
You know, so it's different. It's different. So don't think somebody's like, oh, we got this. So enjoy that journey.
Right.
Enjoy that journey.
Right.
So you could find balance in your Masonic travels and your family and your work and all of that by exemplifying steady growth.
Mm-hmm.
So if you turned around and the man that you was before you came into the craft is better than the man that is better today, then you will find that your spouse is making for certain that your suit is right, all of your clothes is together.
Right.
Boo, don't forget to put on your calendar, you got a meeting.
Right.
Your kids will be like, man, Dad's so awesome to talk to now.
Yeah.
You know, he's not so easily excitable. He don't freak out. You know, he's exemplifying some characteristics that I would want to exemplify when I get, to that age. How you get it? So now you create a legacy to mimic the travels that you, that you're indulging in.
Like my youngest, she be grabbing. She's every time she see me grab, Dad going to work.
Yeah.
You saw that picture I posted years ago.
Yeah.
I was dead tired, man. And my youngest was buttoning up my shirt. I'm like, I was just tired.
Yeah.
She, no, man, come on, let me put this on. I'm like, okay, all right. Because I did not want to go to that meeting that day. And she was like, I got you.
Right.
She buttoned it up, getting your shoes out, making sure you, I'm like, okay.
Right. And that's what do y'all do? What do y'all say to y'all significant others who probably wonder what type of men you're around and what we have going on? How do you introduce them for brothers that's coming in to what we do as men in space?
Well, you have certain activities that allow them exposure around them, right? And y'all get to know each other's family. You will increase the footprint of the lodge. Y'all sit over and be like, man, they kids are also with me around. We share similar likes and activities, that we can really feed off each other on. And again, now all of a sudden that circle is great.
Some good growth.
You know what I'm saying? Hey, well, and that's the whole thing.
That break the ice.
Y'all know when my pit fired up and y'all ain't on no diet sitting there. Regardless if you make it over there or not, it's gonna be there.
Right.
And the invite is gonna be there. So whatever. You heard me? So
with
and
some good libation and conversation too.
If you're smoking on anything, drinking on anything, eating on, hey, I had the TV fired up with a movie on, whatever. You know what I'm saying? To be able to sit back and hold these conversations. If it needs to be a moment of counseling where life is getting heavy, those opportunities. If you decide to go and do something because life is heavy on your own, that's just a decision you made. It wasn't a requirement because y'all already know that we are here in numbers, strong.
You know what I'm saying? I've been coming around y'all since 2010.
Yeah.
And whenever I'm talking about a meeting or I'm fit to do this, I see you when you get back.
And I think,
even when y'all come to the house.
No, more importantly, it's setting up the environment for that brother, because y'all know that this brother just one day called. Hey man, coming over. He didn't even ring the doorbell. He went right to the backyard.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And so, but the environment, it was a trust moment, and it worked.
I had to dial my shit back because KT didn't get no off day, bro. Friday. Hey man, you got the coffee ready, bro.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
Hey, look, we had to turn each other off because we was spending money and shit. It was like, no, we over here killing the retirement fund.
Right.
You know.
They don't know nothing about the bone, y'all.
You know what I'm saying?
I mean, but it was necessary because,
at that moment.
I mean,
Yeah.
pick me up.
Yeah.
Pick him up.
Yeah.
Let's do it. So the environment was created, and I think that's what's missing a lot. To your point when you said about worship master chief, that gotta. I'm not your boss.
Facts.
I don't issue out W-2s.
Right.
I'm your
Actually,
brother.
it's
Right.
no paycheck.
Yeah, no, it ain't no paychecks. I'm like, at the end of the day, it's about supporting and helping.
Right.
Harmony.
Right,
Like, come
they
on,
grow,
man,
yeah.
what is it? And that's what it is. It's not about overseeing, look at me, yada, 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 hosting this, about, no, just relax.
Do you think that's what help us outlast a lot of those other older lodges that
It helps us deal with,
somewhat
No, I'll tell you what it
more
does.
prominent than us?
it helps us deal with lesser problems easily.
Right.
That's what it does. It's
Right.
like, what's a big deal to some, we'll look at it like, what's the problem? That's really,
Yeah.
that's easy. That's not, trust me, if you want to know something serious, there's some serious problems, what you're dealing with, or what you think that is, especially if you coming to me talking about something sonically in the lodge, or he said this, or the wall was painted like, sit down.
Yeah.
That has nothing to do with it. We okay.
Yeah.
We okay.
We'll figure it out.
And the thing is, our presence amongst each other should be as quiet as it is, because you ever sit over and have somebody that might get the best of them, and you're like, damn, I was right here, you know?
Yeah.
And never accounting for the fact that how many lives you may have seen unknowingly, you know, because of the fact that that's such a minute situation to find yourself in, right? So the fact that we kind of in a position where you never really know how effective your presence is,
Right.
until that one particular time that is not that effective. You
Like
know?
prime example, when I was going through the situation with my son, man, man, KT pop up over there. I'm talking about it's 11 o'clock at night. Man, what you doing? I'm like, nothing, just sitting there watching TV. I'm at your door. I'm like, all right, man, got over there. He sat on the couch, I sat on one. We ain't say nothing for 2 hours.
Yeah.
He like, what the shot at? He went down the shot, sat on the couch. Every now and then I glance over there, say something back. But most time he just looking at me, trying to make sure I'm okay.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He ain't say nothing.
I did that because,
You know,
example, I was going through a little spat,
Yeah.
and Keith shows up. I ain't talked to you in 3 days.
Yeah.
Rung the doorbell and hit the door hard. Please stop. I'm like, no, I'm good. No, you ain't.
Yeah.
And just sat there
Yeah.
Right.
until, you know, but it was a reassuring feeling like, okay, I ain't in this by myself.
Facts.
All right. And then it also showed what you think is a big deal, or you can't deal with it, or go through it, or come back from it. When you got a support system, you're like, oh, okay, all right, I'm
good.
a little easy. That weight kind of lifted off my shoulders a little bit from some of the brothers that I rap to and talk to about certain things, and then move forward.
Right.
Because
That's true brotherly love that most people, you know, we always say brotherly love and hear brotherly love and preach brotherly love,
Right.
but don't really see it.
Right.
yeah,
And that's a great example.
But I've seen it in all three of y'all brothers with dealing with me.
Well, yeah, of course we know. I'm just
Right.
saying. the
Yeah,
masses,
but-
right,
the
right,
masses.
You know,
Right.
if you're sitting back thinking that you're putting on a great face and nobody notices anything, the true portion of that love allow them to identify that it's something that's not right.
Yeah.
Facts.
And we need, you know, and let's sit and rap it.
Yeah.
At least convince me that there's nothing wrong.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
But
saying?
they convince
Yeah,
you.
Which never works.
yeah. Let me see you convince me that there's nothing wrong, and then I'll move on. And if it ain't the case, we'll sit over here and breathe each other's ass until I
Right.
feel more comfortable
Right.
about leaving you to your own devices.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And so a lot of people consciously don't recognize that in people. Like he said, the routine has been broken.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Yeah.
hell, like I say, shoot, if that was the case, I would never leave his driveway.
Right.
Because again, you know, habitually we operated within a certain schedule. And you know, of course, life started to happen.
Yeah.
Shoot, the kids start maneuvering and doing their things and all of this other stuff or whatever. And so even when we first started traveling, you know, me, him, Jafet, we was over there texting each other and shit. You would have thought we blew up over here. You know, hey man, I found this over here. Y'all go and check this
Yeah.
out. I'm gonna shoot
That's
you
true.
a little, you know,
That's true, yeah.
usurp from something I read about or whatever. Hey man, we gotta stay focused. That ain't what we supposed to be looking at.
One
You heard me? And so we was able to, like I say, be each other's gauge through those travels. And really, you talking about you couldn't ask for Sharper Brothers,
Right.
to,
Yeah.
you know,
Right.
to cut your teeth with. So
What about some of them, some of the brothers who don't have, like maybe a few years experience, like some of the brothers we got here now, that feel like they don't fit in because they feel like they don't know certain aspects of the information or knowledge about masonry that others do. They kind of.
What you mean by
I think they gotta be hungry enough and humble enough to ask and search and seek for that.
Right. Right.
And I want to, like, what you mean by
Like
wanting to know? Because
like
that's
they master masons, but they feel like they don't deserve to be in the room with other master masons because they feel like they don't understand or comprehend information like other brothers
okay.
do.
I'm gonna give you this.
Mhm.
If you got the same book I got, and you have the same instruction,
Right.
I can't motivate me and you.
Right.
I can't.
Right.
Now, like you said, we'll sit here and tell you, we'll break it. He teaches one way, he teaches one way. I to you,
Say,
we'll get it. But,
brother is the highest title you can have.
Yeah.
And so if you don't utilize what all comes with that title,
Mm-hmm.
that's on you.
yeah.
That's on you.
So you saying it got to be individual effort.
Yeah,
Yes.
if we give you everything you need, you got, like you said, you got the
I'm gonna give you this.
you got the title, you got the degree. If you feel like you're lacking at that point, it's on you.
You don't
Because
understand
some
the
of it-
love either.
No, but some of it becomes excuses as well out of our lives. All right. So listen,
Right.
you had the effort to walk through the door.
Right. Right.
You had the effort, so they go back to that. So now you want to get the baby seat. Now I might as well go and buy a minivan now. I got to drive all y'all around. Man, the school bus boy. Okay, come on, let me feed you.
That's a
Let me take your
copyrighted
shoes
word
off.
to y'all that baby see
Take
copyright.
your shoes off, change your diaper, do it. No.
Yeah.
So if you want to be treated as a man, that's what we are. Come to you ask that question multiple times.
Right.
Then come on, your effort got to be there too.
Facts.
It gotta
That's
be there
facts.
too.
That's facts. You gotta take off the shoes.
It can't all be grand fault. Can't all deputy grand. Oh, worship master said.
Yeah.
Word, you ain't got no fault in this.
Yeah.
None? You okay? All right.
Right.
Let me switch
Okay.
up a little bit.
Go ahead.
Let me ask y'all, how did most Worshipful Obadiah get to Coffee Street?
Right.
well, like KT was saying, initially when we was with Antioch, that was our home resident. So
Yeah.
once the issue that happened with Antioch from a financial and political standpoint, it was a cultural thing. It wasn't just one or two individuals. And so, and not to say anything against anybody that was associated over at Coffee Street, but you know, I'd have to go Nino Brown. It's bigger than me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know, so it was several individuals that was doing things unbecoming of masonry and of the chapters associated with it. And so, in order for us to move forward with a clean slate, we had to kind of, you know, wash our hands of the whole location. You know, and we moved to a couple of different places. What was the spot over there at Third Ward?
Scott.
Yeah.
Upstairs.
We traveled to a few different lodges, and as far as where we met, not so much associated with those lodges. And so eventually we ended up over, what was that, West Montgomery? Yeah, we ended up over there at West Montgomery for a little while until that wasn't viable. They needed to demo that building.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Looking like Joey's apartment.
It's a
I'm
junkyard
saying,
right
it's
now.
gone.
I'm gonna add this. Also, coffee became the Supreme Council we were with was kind of based there as well.
Right.
So it kind of made everything more functional. And it worked. It worked until it didn't.
Yeah. You know, and the thing is, we spent some strong years there. I spoke about brother, yeah, brother Eric Martin and David, and there was a lot of good brothers over there that got caught up in it. You know what I mean? And so it was a nervous feeling to have to walk away from something at that particular moment. Was the only version of masonry we knew. You know what I'm saying? But Keith came through, like I said, his energy was infectious. He had already started laying the groundwork to move forward. And he created the structure of the Grand Lodge that was the proper way for it to be mapped out. And so, you know, that allowed us to be like, this is how it's supposed to function.
Right.
You know, and he gave that proper example, and that's why it's been so strong and viable till this day. You know, because of everything. I hated, you know, I always equated Keith to like a supernova. You know, because that energy and that light shines so bright until it wasn't there anymore.
Right. Yeah.
You know, and you know, shoot, hey, we came through hell. You know, we all, you know, a few months apart. So you know, we shared a certain passion. We shared, you know, right. You know, along with, you know, being of the same, you know, what was Gen X, you know, age group. We was feral.
Yeah.
We was feral youngsters, you know, we all understood each other. So when, you know, Keith was going on a tangent or somebody else was going, we knew how to reel each other back in respectfully,
Right.
you know. And so it was always when you tried to bring in outside entities is when issues started to be created, you know, because there was no way that the 9 brothers that assembled after we parted, was it 7 or 9? I think it was 9. Yeah. So it was no way that those 9 brothers still shouldn't be here to this day.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You know, because we're talking about solid.
Yeah.
You know, and so you end up having outside entities create these issues that, you know, most of the brothers that had departed, they not even, you know, functioning in the crafts anymore. You know, not all of them, but a large percentage of them.
Right.
You know, and we talking about strong foundational cats.
Yeah.
You know, that Obadiah wouldn't even exist without them.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying? And so realizing that, I always tell people, you sit over there and you look at your lodge like a rose bush. You have to prune some things in order for it to stay healthy.
Yeah.
You know, it's unfortunate, but it's the truth. And so the reason why we are healthy and we're going to remain healthy is because if you're decayed, if you are, what do they call it? If you're wilting, if you know you are diseased,
Right.
you know, virus filled,
Right.
you will be pruned.
Right.
You know, if it's me,
Right.
I will be pruned.
Right.
And that bush, that rose, that beautiful flower that's known as Obadiah will continue to flourish.
Right.
You know, to when our kids will be able to.
The philosophy, y'all.
Yeah.
So,
Okay.
understand.
You forget.
The legacy of
I got 2 more questions, which one for each of you guys.
Okay.
You, Brother Jones, how does that motorcycle come?
Oh, it's beautiful. I almost wrote it today. If I hadn't checked, if I would have thought to check the weather, because when it had been raining, it's been crazy. If I would have realized that it was going to give me some sunny skies today, I would have wrote it today.
Yeah.
So I appreciate you asking. She's awesome.
Yeah.
Grand, how was your birthday yesterday?
Man.
birthday was good, man. Listen, and I'm just going to rant real quick on it. Listen.
How you gonna rant about your birthday?
No, it was some things said by, I'm not going to, outside people. Celebrate your birthday.
Right.
Please. Because you don't know when the next one comes.
Yeah.
So, anytime I'm like, anybody feel they need, my son gave me a card.
Hey.
He wrote it. I was like, oh, this will work.
Look,
This will work.
I would have been one of the dudes. I said, my red bone acting like a red bone, talking about happy birthday to me. Y'all wake up and celebrate me.
I ain't do that. I ain't gonna lie.
So look, it was his niece. I'm gonna tell y'all, his niece's birthday was yesterday too.
Right.
And so it was her turn
Yeah,
to
right.
go full red bone.
Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah.
y'all need to bring it in for me.
Yeah.
Put your hands together.
Yeah.
It's my birthday. I was like, is it what we? I'm talking about
All
post after post. I was like,
Yeah.
oh, she clowning me.
Yeah.
I say, this is what we doing.
Yeah. She got it.
Hey, I was listening because I thought he was gonna put up in the helicopter again.
No, man, but it was good, man. Just honored, celebrated, man. Especially now the kids are older and they really like, hey, Dad. No matter how small or big, I keep all their cards, all that stuff. Just I still got a bottle that he gave me, but almost 10 years ago.
He trying to tell me it's overdue.
Yeah.
It's getting longer.
Yeah. That peanut
It
butter
needs some
still over
friends.
there, too.
It said it needs some friends.
That peanut butter still over there
Stop,
too.
man. You the guy. Don't talk about no.
We both really want to appreciate y'all for coming through, taking time out y'all busy day to talk with us.
Yeah.
This is
Nice.
probably
Good.
gonna be the most epic episode we've had, man.
Keep building.
We cherish what y'all have built and did for Obadiah.
So,
Without y'all, we wouldn't be here. And just continue to lay that light on us so we can strive to be better too.
Most definitely.
Anything before we go, DJ?
hey, don't be strangers to the show either.
Right. Right. Y'all come back and pop in on us for real.
Oh yeah,
Right.
I like
friends of the show.
it. I like it, man.
Right.
Don't change nothing.
Mhm.
Do what y'all doing, man.
Keep
Right.
building.
Right.
Keep building. And demand excellence from your guests.
Fine.
You know.
Right. And with that being said, thank y'all for tuning in to this episode of Live Basis Conversations. Peace.